Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let me run this real quick. This is hilarious.
But I really don't understand how a single mom with a one income household is supposed to survive right now.
I don't understand why all these average men are out here single when they could be coupled up helping you pay the bills, but they weren't good enough, were they? I bet they are now.
Oh,
It's very sad to me, and it's very sad that y'all can say that nobody wants a single mom. None of y'all know. Who has a kid here? Who has a kid? Listen, my mom has a single mom, and I have a lovely. No. Who in this fucking table is a single mom? Me. You?
And I said I was.
And this is the only girl. This is the only girl that chooses because she fucking knows what it is to be a fucking singer.
oh,
All right, so you're a victim.
I ain't gonna lie, Chris. I ain't gonna lie.
Here.
No one's saying that no one's gonna like you. We're just saying
I didn't even like it.
it's unlikely. Plenty of people will walk out.
she walked off.
This woman was on Fresh and Fit.
Oh wait. Yeah. Um. Whew. Whew. All right. So the thing is there's gonna be a pendulum swing for just guys with decent jobs, guys who are stable, guys you don't have to worry about. The majority of men actually don't cheat, so I want to throw that out there. Let me. Vicious, what's going on, buddy? The majority of men actually don't cheat. It's like 30%. You can put in mid 30s, but majority of men don't cheat. You want to know why? It's difficult. It's hard. Women don't make it easy. Typically, bro, when you get a woman, she's cute, and she has taken a chance on you, you have to let the world know that she's with you. Like, I get accused all the time of being in a relationship. I'm very much single, but it's just cool. I'm not bickering or complaining about it, but it is what it is. I even get accused of being married, though I don't have a ring. All right. So, what a lovely day today. I just want y'all to understand a couple of things, right? These women and they crocodile tears and all that, just ignore it. On the real, ignore it. Just super ignore it. Let me kill that. I'm going to show y'all something. When I was in a relationship, I had to take pictures with my ex like this. This is the pictures that we had to take. I had to post it, had to do all of that stuff. First live stream I ever done on my other YouTube channel has my ex on it. Yes, I date attractive women. I'm attracted to my goddamn self. Very handsome. Neither here nor there. So why is she triggered? Why is she mad? Because men don't want to look at you and pay for you. The women who have kids, you guys don't realize your child is a bill. So the higher echelon of men, they don't want you. The men making a lot of money, they don't want you. Why? Because you're going to try to make this man invest into your child. I'm fairly certain if I started it up, right? And I went looking for women and joined, I don't know, Christian Mingle, even though I'm not. If I go join Christian Mingle, right? When a woman basically puts her placement down for what type of man she wants and all this stuff and everything like that, typically he has to protect, he has to provide, but provide for what exactly? Y'all rarely, if ever, come by yourself, and that's cool. I think it's like 67% of women have kids, but the number's dwindling down. It is going down. It's very much going down. But one of the things that's going on in that space and everything like that is that men are realizing that You can't be shamed anymore. It used to be all right to shame men for not wanting a certain type of woman. It used to be all right for men to be, how can I say it the left way? For men to be told, hey, you have to want this type of woman because you're a real man. It was women defining what a man is at one point in time. That don't exist anymore. Not sorry. So when we look at these ladies, yeah, she's really attractive. Y'all can see her in the thumbnail. But who gives a damn? Honestly, who cares? Like after it's all said and done, you're going to be looked at as a bill. You're not going to be looked at as anything else except for an expense. And one thing that happens with a lot of men these days, they look at cost risk analysis, meaning, is it worth it? And I'll be honest, as cute as she is, nah, not for a lot. Now, will I date a single mother and everything like that? Absolutely. But I'm in a small minority, in a very small minority. And I think that's the problem that a lot of ladies have is they don't understand. I don't get how women can say what men are when they're not men. The thing is that there's a level of, how can I say it the left way? There's a level of understanding that a lot of women think that men are supposed to have. And we don't, because women are terrible communicators. A woman could come into the house and be pissed off and everything like that and just automatically think you're supposed to figure it out. Why? Like, open your mouth, talk. But they don't do that. So, with that being said, and no hate being spread, it's like, nah, we actually don't know what you want. Not sorry. So, all right, let's get into the reasons, right? I'm trying to add this real quick. We're going to get the chat popping in a moment. Because YouTube is on some stuff today. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Kind of ain't. All right. Why men don't want women like this? It's simple. The responsibilities. The responsibilities. No man is sitting up here saying, you know what, I want to be responsible for your kids, even though you technically had this child with another person. Now you're looked at to not only feed her, you have to feed them as well. Men don't want that. Now, on top of that, there's a ton of women who put their kids way up here, even though they're supposed to be here. Technically, how it's supposed to go is a man is supposed to be above your child. I know that's not what y'all want to hear, anything like that, but as far as the financial responsibility and the protection, that's supposed to be the man. But when y'all sit up here and y'all put the kids way up here and the father way down here, the stepfather, pardon me, the kids don't learn how to respect the stepfather. Ooh. Because the stepfather is looked at as a servant. Looked at as a goddamn servant, and it doesn't matter what he does, what he is, anything like that. Imagine if a millionaire had to sit up here and try to be bullied into dating a woman with, let's just say, 3 kids. Y'all know exactly what the woman is coming for. She's coming for that money. She'll instantly try to get married and then start looking at ways to get divorced. I watched what's that lady? I don't even remember. Griselda Blanco's son sit up here and say, we need to get a prenup. And the woman started crying and everything like that. Started crying. I don't want to get a prenup. I help this, I help that. No, you didn't. You didn't do anything. So he tried to get the prenup signed. She didn't want to sign it. Because what? She has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If you all the way in, you sign that prenup. And every millionaire would, I wouldn't care, bro. I would not give a damn. You'd have to sign a prenup with me, period. I don't give a damn. Because once you elevate her lifestyle and everything like that, and you take her from the ghetto to the hills, or take her from mediocrity to the highest, the courts are going to say because she is accustomed to this lifestyle, you have to pay for it. That's how it goes every single time. So shit, who gives a damn? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? At the end of the day, that's how it goes. The man is going to have to pay for it. A child that isn't his, that don't have his last name, that any second the mom can leave, especially if he invests his emotions and his talents into that child. The woman has absolute power to say, I'm leaving you, I'm getting the hell up out of here. And now you just love this kid, treated this kid like your own and everything like that. And now you had to sit back and be in pain. And yes, the stepfathers do hurt when y'all take these kids away from them. And y'all can give a damn less because you're not happy. As though you shouldn't be happy to duty. As though the stability that these men have should not be enough. Let me tell you, ladies, since you ain't never lived a day as a man, it is very difficult being a man. And as a high-earning man, it's more difficult to be that. Because all problems are laid bare at your feet. And you have no help. You can't call on nobody. Nobody give a damn about you. They only care about what you can do for them. That's it. If you think I'm lying, go talk to some people who actually got it and ask them, hey, bro, who do you lean into when it's going bad? And they'll typically say, nobody. So what's going on in the society right now is they're trying to tell these men, hey, bro, listen, man, listen. Lower your standards. Yeah, you're right there, worth $100,000. You lower your standards, even though your standard of living is because of what you put in work for. So, yeah, no. Don't get mad at Leonardo DiCaprio dating these younger women. And I wouldn't do it personally. But we could give these people, these 19-year-olds and all this stuff and everything like that, we can give them licenses to drive cars and everything like that, ship them out to the military. But them dating a millionaire actor, that's just out. So are they grown or are they not grown? And once again, I wouldn't, me personally, I can't do it. I really can't do it. I think the lowest age I would date be like 26, and that's a reach. But I typically go for 27 to 35. Anything older, yeah, that's cool. But the problem with them is that they stuck in their ways. I could date a 40-year-old woman and not care about it. But it's all on the mindset of that woman. And typically, in my experience, and let me just say, typically in my experience, they're always holding on to something from the past. So it's like, bro, when you date an older woman, she's supposed to become mature and understanding and all that. But it is what it is. This is personal experience for me. But they are very highly attractive. And I will keep it authentic. These women that I'm talking about, they are social media influencers. They have thousands upon thousands, and I mean real influence in the red pill community. They're the so-called pick-me women. I'll probably make a video on that. I would never expose these two women, but they are highly attractive. They did both of them. Didn't work because they lied to themselves, which means they were lying to me, and it all exposed itself at the end. But it's all love. I wish them well. I wish them peace, happiness, and all of that stuff. But we ain't finna run our mouth about who we dating over here. That just ain't gonna work. But either way that goes. So long story short, man, men don't want you in particular because they don't want the responsibility of your child. And on top of that, you're on OnlyFans. You're on OnlyFans. Never been on OnlyFans, but from assumptions, it's you displaying what it is that makes you, that gives your sexual prowess. It makes men desire you in another nature. And you're willingly showing that off for money, not for the security, but for the money. Cool. But do you understand that part of the essence of the woman is her ability to say, I'm a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets, that type of thing? But if you out there displaying it for the world to see, they typically don't like that. You tell no man who's dated strippers. So there's that. I mean, I kind of got experience on this here. So you're mad because you're essentially a sex worker. Nobody wants your kid, which means you're devalued, which means essentially you can't live that stardom life. You can get a regular man. Get a man who works in a warehouse, cool car, cool apartment, cool house to rent, maybe even house to own. You can have that man, but you refuse him. You actually can date one of the men who are paying handsomely for your services. But they don't want that. They think they get this man up here. No, the fuck you don't. There's an Instagram model born every single Sunday. Even though it's Saturday, but there's an Instagram model born every single Sunday. It's going to be highly desired, highly sought after. And all she has to do is pick. You have to be picked, but I'm not going to go for you. I'd rather go for this woman who's showing everything that I want. Minus the responsibility. And once they figure that part out, then it's like, oh shit, damn, I think I might have messed up. I think I might have screwed up here. And once you realize you screwed up there, then you have to start going down the road of, why did you decide to do OnlyFans? If all you have to offer is your body, are you really valuable? If all you had to offer is the ability to say, I'm licentious in my acts on the camera, in about 5 years, will anybody care? Every top model that's on OnlyFans right now, in 5 years, nobody's going to care. They're going to find younger because it's going to be more youthful. Youthful means more energy. The modern man is going to be desired eventually because these ladies will have no choice. They want all this BS of, and I just seen the freaking Houston report talking about women are deciding not to get married and deciding not to do this. Let me go real quick because I don't want to paraphrase. I want to say it exactly. Give me 6 seconds on this. Oh, here we go. Opting out. Here we go.
This recent
UH study reveals more women are choosing not to get married. I wrote in the comments, divorced women and women who aren't being courted to be married, speak out. Here's the biggest thing. Let's take that at face value. Let's say that women are choosing to be single. That same study shows that women are seeking to be married after 36, which means y'all have to have y'all whole face. But then we'll get mad that those same men that are 35 decide to date a woman 25, possibly younger. So they won't even seek you. And the women who decide to date younger are only looked at as, I'm trying to fuck if I'm a younger cat. Yeah, when I was younger, that's all I was doing with these older women. We was fucking. We used to get off this liquor and I bend her. That's it. I wasn't thinking about shit else. I was still with my dick. No long-term relationship, no goals, no anything like that. You was getting plowed. Fuck that. No. Why do I need to do all this responsibility? So it's your ability to keep a man. It's not the ability to entice a man to lay on top of you. When they figure that part out, it's gonna be a cold day in hell. A lot of these ladies do this shit where they'll talk about men. Sorcia Island, don't be fucking stupid. I don't bring up race on here, so this ain't the channel for that shit. Let's understand something. Don't be fucking stupid on this goddamn channel. Because I'll block your ass fast as your ass came up in here. I don't discuss no motherfucking race on this goddamn channel. That's already out. So you already lost right there. But listen to tell you obviously don't know the divorce rates in this country. Yes, the fuck I do. The divorce rates are 51% and sometimes 55% depending on which goddamn thing you want to go off of. So you said it don't matter your race, age, status, marriages are failing. Love has waxed cold. First off, the reason why the fucking marriages are failing, the number one reason is this bullshit that women have signed up for, which says, I'm not happy. Take your happy ass the fuck on down in Toontown then. You want to be happy, turn on some motherfucking cartoons. But motherfucker, I ain't never brought up race, and I don't bring up race into this shit. So don't bring your punk ass on here talking about race. Period. Like I said, the men that are making money are dating women that are younger. They're more energetic, more youthful, better to look at than you. You can't get the men that you want because you don't know what the fuck they actually want. And what they want is not you. But you'll get on the internet and lie and talk about all this shit and everything like that, and some guy that you blew in the back of a fucking Jeep once upon a time. I get it. I understand that part. But don't you ever fix your raggedy ass mouth to sit up here and say some shit that I did not say. Marriages are failing because what's the goddamn thing called? Irreconcilable differences. Because when you say that he's cheating, you have to prove that shit. When you say that, oh, I'm getting my ass beat or some bullshit like that, you have to prove that. Yeah, the problem with you people is proof. You rarely, if ever, have that. And that's a fucking fact. So sit your ass down and learn something. Matter of fact, go take your ass in the corner and put on a dunce cap. As I take you to school. Professors in the fucking building. The fuck you talking to? Watch your motherfucking mouth. I know exactly why this shit is fucking failing. Because of people like me. Who sell shit. We done told you that a motherfucking diamond ring or that a vacation with your ass out means love. No, it doesn't. No, the fuck it doesn't. Motherfuckers like me who invented nylons to sell that shit to your ass, who invented motherfucking all this bullshit that you're supposed to take on. Imagine what the fuck Valentine's Day will look like for the men. You ever considered that part? Besides you doing the same shit you do probably 25% out of the fucking year, sucking his dick and fucking him. What the fuck does the man get a goddamn Valentine's Day? Shit. And you done woke up to breakfast in bed with fucking gifts? You out your fucking mind. That motherfucker be literally woken up to breakfast in bed and that's it. Then ask, well, what are we doing? Which means he has to plan exactly how this goddamn date is going to go. Which means he got to pay for the shit. And the typical date is running for about $70. You want stats for your ass? Sit the fuck down. I'll pack the stat sheet for you. I'm running off a triple-double right here. So divorce rates are failing because of people like you. You brought in race, age, and all this bullshit. Shit I don't even fucking bring. Don't even put in. This ain't a fucking race channel. This is shut your ass the fuck down, sit your ass the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Thank you. See, over here, you can't do that bullshit that you done to these goddamn simps. It don't work over here. Not sorry. Yeah, it don't work that way up over here. I will tell your ass, get the fuck out the car. We on the side of the freeway. Bitch, walk. Forgot the car come with an automatic door. Skirt. Don't play that shit. You better learn your motherfucking place around here. Nah, learn your goddamn place. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Talk about that because of age and gender. No, it's you. Trying to shine in front of your friends and all this punk ass shit. Not worried about the bills, not worried about your man. You worried about what these raggedy ass women think about what the fuck you got going. You know, it's a ton of women who ruin the fuck out of relationships every single day because they monkey asses can't get a fucking man. Don't know what a man is unless he laying on top of them or cussing them the fuck out. Fuck out of here. I'll pass. I will motherfucking pass. What y'all call love is stupid because it can be bought. You're looking at metal and fucking rocks and thinking that's love. Are you fucking stupid? What's love is a motherfucker getting their ass up and taking care of business. That's motherfucking love. It's duty. That go for both goddamn ways. I don't give a shit. The fuck you thought this was? Hell nah. We ain't doing that shit because you think because you something, you ain't shit. But that's the part of that shit. That's why they so mad at the incels. The incel community to learn how to jack off. Get their bread and go the fuck back home and live their fantasies throughout some bullshit avatar that they created. That's the issue. That's the biggest issue. And those incels, they're not running the sperm banks. They ain't going and giving up they cum willingly. So either you're going to have to start paying a high premium, which is going to be about $1,500 a fucking vial. But the men that's giving y'all their fucking sperm, these dudes come average. You get 5'8", 5'7" motherfucking. No disrespect to them at all. Y'all getting average sperm. You ain't going to get no motherfucking 6'3" goddamn dude running through and beating his dick off in no goddamn vial. Hell nah. All you got to do is walk in the right spots. Walk in the right spots. Go home and put on one of these. Oops. Now you out of the contention for runnings. You don't want to hear that shit. They're like that, and they just put out a yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get dick over here. That motherfucker come with a goddamn latex. Yes, Lord. I wish the fuck I would play Russian roulette with my dick. Nah, ain't happening. And ladies, I'm gonna tell you right now, if he quick to pull out the condom, that says a whole lot about you. Sheesh. Stay strapped. What you want? You want this? You want this or you want this? And I know, hey, I know. Unprotected sex is way better than that shit. But you know what's worse? Me dealing with your motherfucking ass. Why are you so emotional about my comment? Calm down, Alpha. The need to be right, shame, insults, or guilt. Why are you so mad? Why did you write that lengthy comment in my goddamn section? I didn't know that. Me being one of the people that tell you that you're wrong makes me emotional. I'm sorry. Let me strum my tiny violin for you real quick. Let me do that for you. Let me do that for you. There's my tiny violin for you. I'm not emotional. I'm passionate about this. Because there's a wave of men who should avoid women like you. But the thing is they're not being told the truth. And the truth is that you're not worth your salt. You're not. You're not worth your salt anymore? No. Y'all want traditional men, but y'all modern women. How the fuck does that work out? You want men to come home, pay the bills, and do all of this shit and everything like that, but you ain't who the fuck you pretend to be. Oh, on something. So don't come after me with the BS because I can do the BS. That's the worst part about me. I can do it and typically will do it. See, I'll get in the mud with you. I'll sling mud with you. I don't give a goddamn. Not sorry. So no, while y'all sit and y'all see women like that get on here and try to insult and all that BS and everything like that, honey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It don't work over here. But back to the subject matter at hand. The OnlyFans models, y'all gonna realize that selling sex only devalues you for the long run. The men who are after you, they only want to indulge in licentious acts. And if you know what licentious acts means, it simply means I just want to fuck you. That's it. Now, if you can deal with that and you can run your bag up, which is typically only going to be about $1,500 at max. If your pussy worth $1,500, then cool. Hey, sell it at a bargain. Try to give it to everybody who will want it. Go to Vegas and work at a brothel. Cool. But don't get mad when the world looks at you and judges you, because we do this shit every single day. We will judge you. We will look at you. We will judge every tan line, every stretch mark, every goddamn wrinkle in your face and determine how the hell did you get here? And you got to answer, well, here's my story. And once your story is over, then we get to actually go, damn. Yeah, nah, I'm cool on that. But what'll happen is they'll try to shame men, they'll guilt men. They'll try to say, well, my ex or well, the world and all this stuff and everything, and I didn't know. You knew way back when that murder was wrong and you didn't go around and kill anybody. You knew that if a baby is born that you're going to have to carry this baby to term, and that you know bare minimum you're going to have to put in 18 years of work for this child. You knew these things. I don't owe you your suffering to me. Men don't have to suffer you ladies. Now, how the fuck it go? And with all due disrespect, fuck you. If you feel like men these days have to sit up here and listen to your bickering and complaining and all these things and everything like that, you got a rude ass awakening that's about to happen, because they don't. Every goddamn thing you went through, yeah, men been through shit too. Not saying whose is bigger, whose is far worse, and everything like that. Not saying that. But we all have our own complaints. Can you get over your complaints and get towards the future? Because if you can't do that and you're constantly bickering and bitching about the past, we're not going to have you. That's how it goes. Why is it that you get to complain about your past and sit here on your ass while I got to go over here and figure it all out for my goddamn selves? This part of the reason men don't go ahead and sit with therapists and talk about their traumas. Because while you, oh my God, while you crying, your bills are still due on the 1st, the 15th, and the 11th. Oh, you should start a sports channel, bro. I do. I got a sports podcast. It's called Nightly Nash. Just Google Nightly Nash, and it's a free ass podcast that is for you guys. It's on every streaming service and everything like that. The numbers just ain't been there. So yeah, it is what it is. So that's all that is, man, is that the OnlyFans models and all this bullshit and everything like that, shouted, y'all better realize we don't have to suffer you, and we don't owe you anything. We don't owe you one goddamn thing. We don't owe you a penny for your goddamn pain. Now, if you want to get around a man and try to understand him and realize his plight and his plan to figure it all out, cool. But what'll happen is y'all will look at these men and say the dumbest shit on earth. Y'all will say the dumbest shit on earth. Y'all say, well, why doesn't he want to grow in the company? Not realizing that the managers, whether they're regional or store, have to deal with so much shit that I would rather not. I would rather not deal with that. I'd rather be comfortable in my position. I don't want to deal with multiple personalities. I don't want to do it. Every man knows what the manager's job is, and they don't want it. They rather just come there, do their work, go the fuck home. The manager has to come there, do work, and be available before and after. only for typically about maybe $5,000 more a year. Is it worth it? Cost risk analysis. You'll hear it a lot on this goddamn channel. So when a man don't want to be the manager or the vice manager and all that, just know that he's avoiding a lot of shit that he'd rather not deal with. It's called peace. Oh my God, he spent 20 years at that job and he was never the manager. He spent 20 years at that job, got the same 401k, and decided, hey, you know what? I'd rather not hear some motherfucking 20-year-old come through complaining about their life and they souped up Mustang and their life and how this bullshit has been whatever the fuck. All he ever did was came in, go to work, and take his ass home. It's chaos when you have to manage people. So men avoiding chaos from you dumbasses who think, oh my God, he just doesn't want to grow. No. He doesn't want the stress and the bullshit. He'd rather just come home and chill, drink a fucking beer, watch a game, do that type of shit. Go to his kids' games without ever having to worry about a goddamn phone call telling you, oh my goodness, somebody broke into the store. Rather not deal with it. And I think y'all dumbasses will never understand it. I'm saying for the women who don't understand. Y'all don't get it. There's a whole lot of problems you avoid when you don't want the title. It's easier. It's less stressful. Because we've been taught that stress does what? It kills. So why the fuck would I kill myself for an additional $5,000? And let's max it out. Let's just say a person makes an additional $15,000. Still ain't worth it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe I'm sitting on my goddamn high horse and I ain't got all the answers or nothing like that. But let me ask you ladies this. If you got a brother, an uncle, a father, a cousin that you cool with, ask him this simple question. In your current capacity at your job, would you deal with a lot of people's attitudes for another $10,000 a year? And I guarantee you the majority of them will say, hell no. It ain't worth it. Because what it'll matriculate to is basically an extra $800, and then you still gonna give about maybe $300 to $400 of that in goddamn taxes. You'll never think that fucking low because you think you this fucking high, and that's the problem.